very warm welcome also from my side. I'm happy to have you today in our session here. Before we start, I want to do some short expectation management about the content. So the title which I saw in the beginning also on my invite was about BRIM S/4HANA OP in general. So just that you're not disappointed, I will talk about subscription order management, so one component of the BRIM family here today. And this will be a Delta session about the latest updates which we shipped with the release 2020. So my name is Doris Bunchu, and I'm the lead architect for subscription order management in S/4HANA on-premise. And I will run with you today through our latest features, which we have built for the release 2020 feature pack 0. Here you can see the list of features which we will now deep dive in. And I will give you a short overview over this list, and then we will deep dive in every feature with some slides and screenshots. So the first feature I will talk about is management of recurring fees in SAP conversion charging triggered from subscription order management. Then I will show you what we can do with price versions in S/4HANA. In addition, we have introduced a new functionality which is called auto renewal for subscription contracts. A big scenario which we built from scratch here is the so-called device as a service or equipment integration scenario and the integration into logistical processes. Then we will have a look in how we deal with contract changes when we have already done payments on a contract and want to change a contract for which this payment is already active. We will talk about dependent items and how this could be used together with subscription order management. Then I will give a short detail about account split and subscriber tables. It's a feature which we had before, but we did some updates here. Same is valid for solution quotation APIs. This is the API which is already available since 1 or 2 feature packs, but we once more added more content to it. And last but not least, we are now also able to distribute some master data for cross-catalog mapping and related functionalities to external system. And that is what the last topic will be about. And by that, I will go to the first feature, which I will introduce now. In the former releases, so until the 2020 release, we could deal with recurring charges, but only when we use CI billing plans. Now, the old logic, which you may know already from CRM and Business Suite, is back. So we can now also use recurring charges in SAP conversion charging again. And this feature or this functionality is especially required for a scenario where we have a complex logic for the recurring fees, which is maybe even dependent on the usage fee on counters or things like that. For simple recurring fees, you still can and shall use CI billing plans. To get this functionality running, we had to work a lot on new frameworks to get the master data distributed to SAP CC. So we have as features the transfer of price data to SAP conversion charging using the so-called data replication framework, DRF. That's a new framework which we now can use in S/4HANA and which we use more or less as a replacement in this case for the former middleware. It's not a generic middleware replacement, just to be clear, but for this case, we replace the middleware by data replication framework. We can create and update price tables in SAP conversion charging. Then we can create subscription orders or solution quotation with recurring fees. And even there we can change the recurring fees and override them manually. And when then the contract is replicated to CC, these prices and price tables are replicated independent if this is a manual charge or if this is a list price. So this is a difference to the past. In the past, you could only deal with list prices, and we have extended this functionality that you can even work with manual prices in the conversion charging. Then